All right. Hello, John. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for your flexibility and meeting me via video chat. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. Mom says that we have to do therapy online now because of the virus. We have to stay inside. We can't go see people, so therapy's on the computer now.
Yeah, you're right. We do have to stay inside so we can stay safe. But before we get started, I want to know how you're doing. Are you feeling okay?
I'm okay. I'm doing good.
Okay, so are you home with your parents?
Yeah, I'm home with my mom and my dad and my dog, and my brother comes to visit sometimes.
Oh, so what has it been like being home?
It's okay. I'm doing okay. I miss my friends. I miss going to the castle to see my friends.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. I understand that it can be difficult not being able to see your friends as normally as you do.
We like to do activities at the castle. We spend a lot of time together like a family. We help each other out. We support each other. It's really nice. I like going there to see my friends.
Yeah, the castle is a really amazing place. I loved it the last time I visited, and I'm really glad you like it. So, John, have you been working at all?
No, they said I should stay home so I don't get sick.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. So, John, the reason why we are doing therapy today is because I heard that you recently went to the doctor and that you were diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the doctor says it's why my stomach's been bugging me, and that's why I go to the bathroom a lot.
Right, that's right. So I'm going to, kind of talk to you a little bit more about Crohn's disease. So Crohn's disease is kind of when you have a lot of inflammation in your bowels, and your bowels are part of your digestive system, and they're responsible for kind of expelling that waste out of your body. So what can happen is when you have that inflammation, your stomach can hurt, like you said, and you'll end up going to the bathroom a lot more frequently. And there can even be times where you can't go to the bathroom at all. So what I want to know is, how have you been dealing with your diagnosis so far?
It's really hard. The doctor says I can't eat some of the foods I like, and I always have to be near a bathroom. It's not easy.
Yeah, I see. So what about over the past couple of weeks now that you've been home? How are you dealing with those symptoms?
I'm still going to the bathroom a lot. My belly really hurts a lot. It hurts all the time, like a lot. My mom says I haven't been eating well. She's worried about me. And it makes me worried because I don't want her to worry about me. And it wasn't like this at the castle. I wish I could see my friends. I miss them. I don't like feeling like this.
So, John, I can see that you're feeling a lot of stress right now. And you have a new diagnosis. I can tell that you're missing your friends, and I understand how you're feeling. See, we all experience stress and anxiety in different ways, and now that we have to stay home, we can't go out to see our friends, and we can't do the things that we like. So we're all more stressed than usual. So I totally understand.
It's been really hard. I miss my friends.
Okay, so when you feel this way, when you miss your friends, or when you're feeling very stressed out, or you're worried about your mom, all of these things can have an effect on your Crohn's disease symptoms. So you may start to feel that cramping again, and you'll begin to go to the bathroom more frequently. You'll have more of those symptoms.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so, well, John, that's why I wanted to talk to you. We wanted to have this session because I wanted to give you some things that you can do that will help you to manage your stress and your anxiety when you're home. How does that sound?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so I have sent you a list of things that you could do at home that can help you. Did you get a chance to print that out?
Yeah, my dad printed them. They're right here.
Okay, great. And I also know that your dad wanted to be part of this session, a part of the session. Is it all right if he joins us?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Dad, come for therapy. Here he is. Hi, Whoopi. It's good to see you again.
Hi, Peter. It's good to see you too. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
Awesome. So I wanted to go over some of those stress management techniques that I sent you guys so that John can do them at home. So let's take a look at those together. So let's take a look at the first one. John, can you read that out for me?
Square breathing.
Okay, so square breathing. Square breathing is a really great way to start the relaxation process. So, John, I noticed that when you were telling me some of those things that have been that you've been dealing with, you started to breathe a lot heavier. And when something like this starts to happen, you can try square breathing, which can help to start calm your mind and your body. So let's give that a try. What I want you to do is sit up straight. What we're going to do is take in a deep breath for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and then hold that for 4 seconds. And when you do this, it's helpful to visualize you're making a square with each step, and you can even use your finger to follow along. So we're going to give this a try, okay? So I'm going to cue you, and I want you to go ahead and do the steps for me, okay? So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Good. So you would do these a few times until you're starting to feel a bit better. All right. So how did that feel?
Good.
Good. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Can you read that one for me?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is something that anyone in your family can help you out with. So, Peter, when you or your wife notice that John is feeling very anxious or is starting to exhibit some of those behaviors where you can tell that he's very overwhelmed, this is a great strategy that you can use to cue him to kind of start to use those techniques, and it will help to get him grounded. So basically what this exercise does is that it incorporates the 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. So you will start by naming 5 things that you can see around you. Then you would have him name 4 things that he can touch in the moment, 3 things that he can hear, 2 things that he can smell, and then 1 thing that he can taste. Like I said, it's something that can really help him get him grounded to reality and kind of bring him back so that way he can start to calm down. And when it comes to some of those things that he's sensing, it's all right if he can't, note all of these things because our environments are really limited right now. But it's a great way to kind of start that process. Do you have any questions about this one?
No.
Nope, that sounds pretty simple.
Okay, so John, how about you read the next one?
Meditation.
Okay, so meditation is another great way to calm your body and mind throughout the day. Now, it can be at any time during the day, and the goal is to find a quiet spot where you can sit and focus on positive affirmations, maybe your goals for the day, or you can just focus on your 5 senses and taking in sensory information. It can have a spiritual aspect to it, so it can be prayer, or it can be non-spiritual, where it's just focusing on those things I mentioned before. And it's something that you would probably do for about 10 minutes just to get you, in the right headspace. How about this one? Do you have any questions about that?
It sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, that's understandable. So how about we just go on to the next one? Why don't you read that one for me?
It says meaningful activities.
All right. So what I mean by meaningful activities are things that you like to do that make you feel good, that make you feel happy. During this time when you're at home and we're all, staying at home, I want you to engage in things that bring you joy and that lift your mood. They don't have to be big things. It can be small things, so that when you're home, so that when you aren't home, you like to go to the castle when you aren't home. Sorry about that. And so what are some of the things that you like to do at the castle that you could potentially do at home?
When I go to the castle, I eat my breakfast, and then I sit with my friends, and we do puzzles together. I'm really good at it.
Yeah. So, okay. So do you have any of those puzzles at home?
Yeah, I do.
We do, but John has done them all multiple times.
Oh, that's true. So what I would suggest is trying to get a hold of some new ones if possible. I know that it's very difficult right now, what with the quarantine and things like that. But you can try to order some online. Or actually, John, you mentioned that your brother Luke stops by every once in a while, right?
Yeah,
Luke comes.
Luke's
Come by once a week.
he comes by once a week. Luke comes by once a week.
Oh, okay. So if Luke is willing to pick up a few puzzles for you guys, then that would be great. So that John has you have some new puzzles that you can do at home. Does that sound like something you'd like to do?
Yeah, I like that idea. We can call Luke and ask him, and he can buy some new puzzles for me and bring them on Sunday.
Yeah, awesome. So, John, what are some other things that you like to do at home?
Well, I don't do much at home. I like to play with my dog. I like to take him for a walk with Mom.
Oh, okay. So actually, I want you to continue to do that. Sometimes it's really great to go outside and get some fresh air. Like, I know that we have the quarantine, but going outside for a walk with your mom and, walking the dog is a really great way to get some fresh air when we're stressed, especially after being out inside for a long time. It's a really great way to reset our body. So I really like that idea for you. So it looks like we're getting close to being done for today. But before we end our session, I want you to kind of tell me which things that we talked about you think that you can try to incorporate this week.
I want to do more puzzles. I'm going to ask Luke to bring some for me.
Good. What else?
I like that breathing thing that we did.
Oh, the square breathing?
Yeah, it makes me feel calm.
Okay. And how about one more? Peter, was there anything that you think you could do?
Yeah, it's. How did I get lost?
Maybe that countdown thing.
I think we will try to do the countdown with him. That seems like something that he would benefit from.
Okay, John, how does that sound? You mentioned the countdown thing as well. Do you think it'll help?
Yeah, I can try it.
Okay, well, we'll give that one a try as well. And then if that doesn't work, we can discuss how things went in our next session and we can try something else, okay?
That sounds all right.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for working with me and for your flexibility with the video chat and this form of, therapy. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, well, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye, John.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Peter.
Bye-bye.